Good afternoon. I'm Lindsay. I'm the Marketing Promotions Manager for Visit Malta. We're really excited to be sponsoring this session today. It's a huge year for Malta. Not only have we been ranked number one for the 8th consecutive year on the IG LA's Rainbow Index, but also hosting Europride this year. So I've got a quick video that I'm going to show you, and then after that, I'm going to introduce you to Nicholas Michael from the Europride Committee.
As we'd say in Ireland, I'm Alan Hughes, host of Ireland AM, Ireland's breakfast TV show. Now, I've been coming to Malta for nearly 20 years now. Why do I keep coming back? Well, there's something a bit magical about this island. First of all, the scenery. Just look at this. It's absolutely amazing. It really is. Whether it's the top hotels or even the surprising nightlife that you can get sometimes in Pashavo, there's absolutely something for everyone. And as a gay traveller, I've always felt safe and welcomed by the people of Malta. So that's why I'm excited for September, when I'm going to bring all my friends. Some have never been to Malta, but some who are going to repeat visit, and then we're going to enjoy what is Europride 2023, a week-long extravaganza which is topped off by an amazing concert with the one and only Christina Aguilera. So we're really looking forward to what promises to be an amazing Europride 2023 here in Valletta in September, and I hope to see you there.
Fabulous. And thank you to Alan Hughes, who, as you can see, had a great holiday recently in Malta, enjoying the weather. And now, as I said, I'm going to pass you across to Michael and Nicholas from the Europride Committee to give you a little bit more information about Malta and also Europride itself.
Hi everyone. My name is Michael Owen. I'm the Vice President of Allied Rainbow Communities NGO here in Malta. We are the organizer and host of Europride Valletta 2023. We've just got a quick presentation to take you through with a little bit of information. So we start off by saying it's only 86 days until Europride starts, which isn't very long, especially if you're booking your travels. Then we'll just have a look at the agenda real quickly. So we'll have the Europride Village, which will be at Triton Fountain or Triton Square, just at the gates of Valletta. We've got a full arts and culture program covering music, theatre, films, exhibition, photography, sessions, etc. Then we have the Fora, which is the Human Rights Conference, which will cover 2 days with many different topics, and we'll have a community discussions forum as well as part of the Europride Village. Then we have the main event, which is the march and concert. On the 9th of September, we have Gozo Pride, which is a full day of activities. This is only the second year this has taken place. And then there's a number of other events. So I'll just cover them briefly as we go through. So the Europride Village, as I mentioned, it's going to be at Triton Fountain and the surrounding areas. There'll be an info point. We'll have a stage there that's going to run for the 10 days of the festival. There'll be a chill out area which encompasses a sensory area and a children's area as well. We'll have a number of NGOs also showcasing. Sorry, it's going a bit fast. Is that intentional, Charlotte? Sorry. No. Okay. Yeah, so then there's the NGO and corporate stands. These will cover a number of our sponsors, a number of NGOs in Malta. As I mentioned, the kids area. Then we'll obviously have bars and catering facilities, obviously extra toilets, all the usual stuff. And then there's first aid and security around this area as well. So the Europride Valletta starts on the 7th of September. That'll start with a massive opening party. The acts are still to be confirmed. We'll be announcing these in the coming weeks. Then the community discussions will start from the Friday onwards. The Friday of the 8th is actually a public holiday here in Malta. So we'll have a few more events going on that same day. And then we've got the stage, which every evening will run from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. Each night has a different theme. All will be announced soon. Then we've got the arts and culture program. So we're bringing a number of different artists and performers from all over Europe and the MENA region. This is one of the focuses of Europride, to cover the Middle East and North Africa, given that we're so close to them, being in the middle of the Mediterranean, and it allows us to showcase their works and their talents as well. Most of the exhibitions will take place in a place called Spiatul Creative, which is creative space in Maltese. A lot of these events will be free events as well, although there will be some productions that are ticketed events. So this is just again the same. So 20 events in total that will run throughout the 10 days. So there'll be no two events happening for the whole of the 2 weeks. So people can do something different each night. Then there's the Human Rights Conference. So this is on from the Wednesday to the Thursday, which is sorry, my dates are really bad, the 14th to the 16th. This will also incorporate the LGBTIQ plus in the workplace conference in collaboration with the Malta Chamber of Commerce. This is something that we've been trying to do for a while. And given that Europride puts us on the main stage, this is going to incorporate the whole of Europe, people from different chambers, not just in Malta. And we also have an interfaith dialogue conference, which has been organised by one of the local NGOs called Drachma. Then we've got the main event. So the 16th of September we start the day with the march. That'll start around 5 p.m. It'll last about 2.5 hours. And we finish with the official Europride concert, which we recently announced that we've secured Christina Aguilera to perform as the main artist. And then the closing event is on the 17th, which is Pride around the Grand Harbour, using the traditional Dicetal Pass, and we'll have a couple of other boats included in this. But this is basically a floating Pride parade and a mini concert to finish. Then we have Gozo Pride. As I mentioned, this is on the 9th of September. So this is the second time that it's happened in Gozo. Last year was just a small march and a little concert attended by about 500 people. So hopefully with this being part of the Europride schedule, we're hoping that it's going to attract a lot more people to the sister island. If you've not visited Gozo, you should. And there's a number of different events that will be taking place during that weekend as well. So obviously party night at the end of it, and then there's the community discussions there. Sorry, am I running over time, Charlotte? I'll skip through a bit quicker. Okay, I think this is. I think we're almost finished now. Anyway, so as well as having the events that are organised directly by us as Europride, we are working with a number of different people to put on extra parties, boat tours. We have an LGBT specific walking tour. We will also have a bus tour. I believe that will be LGBT specific in the content rather than in who should be included in it. Again, more of these details are coming. We're just finalizing everything now. But we've tried to encompass everybody and tried to give everybody something to do. If you like to party, there's going to be places to party. If you like to chill, there's going to be places to chill as well. And I think that's it. Yep. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, thanks so much, Michael. Nicholas as well. Have you got anything additional to add? I love that Christina Aguilera is going to be joining Europride. That's amazing. What a coup.
Yeah, it's well, it's going to be a big party for sure. So it's going to be a free event as well. So, but you have to register on our website. Who's ever coming, they still have to register.
So if travel agents have LGBT customers that would like to come, they should register them first on the website. Is that correct?
Yeah. For the concert, there will be a registration link open soon. So far, it isn't there. It's not operating, but it will be set up in the coming weeks soon.
Okay, so if agents just keep an eye out, will it be on the Visit Malta website? Can they find it? How can they find it?
It's on europride2023.mt.
Okay, fantastic. If we could just share that link in the channel, perhaps Lindsay can just share that in the channel as well. That might be really helpful. We have a question from Natasha. She says, how many people attend Europride? Oh, I bet a lot.
Well, this is a difficult question because Europride happens in a different city every year. So last year it was hosted in Belgrade. There was 5,000 people compared to the usual 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000 that they usually attend. So it more than doubled their numbers. For us last year, we were at about 12 to 15,000 for a one-day event. Obviously, this is going to be 10 days. We've got Christina Aguilera. We're expecting 50 to 60,000, but honestly, I believe it could go to more over those 10 days.
Wow. So a lot is the answer.
Yes. Yeah, that's the reason that's why the reason we have to have the registrations for the main event, because the event space itself has a limited number of people.
Right.
And so for the safety of everyone, that's why, although it's a free event, it's still ticketed for that reason, so we can control the numbers.
Okay, so helpful advice for your clients then. We have a question from, I hope I get this right, Yutani. I really hope your name, I've said that correctly. But Yutani's contacting us from Bangkok. So she's not in Europe, and she's asking, or he is asking, about whether a Schengen visa for Malta is needed.
No.
It is. Lindsay's
right?
Lindsay's nodding her head. Lindsay says yes. Okay, I can see Lindsay in the back end. She's nodding.
Okay. Okay.
Malta's part of the EU, so yes, that hopefully answers your question.
That's correct. Yes.
But if you have any other further questions, do drop Lindsay a line. What is the hotel capacity for tourists in Malta? Asks Bernard. Are you guys able to help with Lindsay?
I think that's a Lindsay question. I know the rough figures, but I think it's Lindsay that should answer.
Yeah, I don't know if Lindsay can join us on screen, perhaps, Charlotte. But yeah, I would imagine the hotels get booked up quite far in advance for Europride. So presumably the advice would be, I may have to get back to this one, but presumably the advice would be to book sooner rather than later.
Exactly. What we've been advising people, although most of the events are happening around the Valletta area, which is obviously a small capital city, the transport is relatively easy. There's direct buses to most places on the island. So if you don't intend to do the whole immersive Pride experience and you want to visit the rest of the island, there's going to be plenty of places for you to stay a little bit further afield and still be in Valletta in 30 minutes or so. Taxi rides generally are 20 to 30 euros to go to the north of the island. So
fantastic. So people could stay elsewhere and still travel in quite easily.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Thank you, Michael. One last question to squeeze in, and then we're going to have to move to the next session. But Stuart Honey says, how is flight capacity looking like from the UK? Lindsay, you able to answer that one?
I can. We're about 80%, I think, now from 2019. So there's good capacity from all the London airports. So Heathrow, Gatwick, Stansted, Luton, and then looking up north, Manchester has a really good departure point for us as well. But you'll also get regional flights from, say, Bournemouth, Leeds, Edinburgh, Glasgow. So we have some good regional capacity. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. Just for our audience, if you have further questions, do drop Lindsay a line or do visit the partner room in the lobby area. If you just click on the logo, there's lots of marketing materials in there and helpful resources. And I know that you guys have very kindly shared that website, europride2023.mt. And Lindsay, thank you so much. You've kindly shared your email address. So do get in touch with Lindsay if you have any further questions. Thank you again, and thank you for your support in making this afternoon session happen. It's time now for our first session of the afternoon, looking at the LGBT plus travel market today. And this is presented by CEO of Globe Trender, Jenny Southern, who has just finished a brand new report looking specifically at the LGBT plus travel market. So we're all going to be moved to this next session. If for whatever reason you're not moved, do click on it manually, but I will see you there.